Over the last few years, ayahuasca has exploded in popularity as more and more people, including celebrities, report profound visionary and healing experiences after drinking the Amazonian brew. Given the increasing curiosity and excitement about this medicine, the growing wealth of online information can sometimes be misleading. So if you're thinking about trying ayahuasca for the first time, but you're unsure what to expect, this video will provide you with a clearer understanding of the ayahuasca experience, as well as practical advice on choosing the best ceremony for you, so you can approach ayahuasca with an informed perspective. We'll cover different types of ceremonies, how to prepare and what to bring, the overall ceremonial experience, and integration. Before we get started, take a second to subscribe to our YouTube channel. The Psychedelic Space is evolving every day, and we have a ton of amazing content coming out, and subscribing is the easiest way to keep up to date. So first of all, let's start with the different types of ceremonies. There are several different types of ceremonies. Ayahuasca is an ancient medicine, and over time, many different approaches have evolved. There are a lot of traditions with myriad ways to hold ayahuasca ceremonies. Most of them are done at night in the dark, with participants silently laying down on a mat and the practitioner guiding the ceremony. The Santo Daime Church, on the other hand, holds their ceremonies full of candlelight with everyone singing and dancing together. Music is a central part of most ceremonies. The heightened sensitivity of the ayahuasca space makes music uniquely transportive. The Shipibo tradition, for example, has icaros, which are special healing songs that the practitioner receives from the plants. Other traditions use sacred medicine songs held by that culture. Psychologically, the music gives your mind something to hold on to, an anchor to focus your mind as you go deeper into your experience. In many of these traditions, the sacred songs are believed to carry a special energy or highly refined intention. According to their beliefs, this is broadcast into the room to guide the ceremony, impacting and influencing the energy field of the practitioners. Some use instruments like guitars and drums, others are just singing with rattlers and shakers. Still other traditions are held in total silence. Some practitioners open the ceremony up to musical engagement and collaboration from practitioners. There are many, many ways that people hold ceremonies, and the most important part is to find a reputable practitioner that you trust, someone you resonate with. This will help you to feel incredibly safe in that space. Now, what about preparation for an ayahuasca ceremony? Your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual preparation are critical to the entire process. You want to be as clean as possible on every level of your being. That way, you're not spending this special opportunity working through a bunch of surface-level stuff like detoxing from media, margaritas, superficial social drama, or other unhealthy habits. You want to give yourself and the medicine optimal conditions for doing the deepest and most meaningful work possible. On the physical level, this means eating very clean. This is often called the ayahuasca dieta. Typically, this means abstaining from salt, spicy food, heavy fats and oils, refined sugar, processed foods, and red meat, especially pork. Ayahuasca does not like pork. Different traditions are more or less strict with how they approach the diet. Universally, it also means abstaining from sex, drugs, and alcohol. Basically anything intoxicating. And yes, that includes cannabis. Different practitioners have different views on pharmaceuticals, so you'll want to consult with them beforehand. But generally speaking, most pharmaceuticals are contraindicated with ayahuasca, and it's critical to get off of them if you do want to work with ayahuasca. You also want to avoid anything with violent images, strong sexual content, or anything that might evoke strong feelings of fear, anxiety, despair, and outrage. Spiritually, it is helpful to cultivate or deepen any spiritual or mind-body practice you have for a few weeks before going into ceremony. Yoga, prayer, Tai Chi, breath work, chanting, ritual, whatever it is, amp it up pre-ceremony to build spiritual momentum. Meditation is a very helpful practice. It will help to stabilize your mind and allow you to go deeper into ceremony. Now, for the ceremony itself, there are a few practical things to have with you. A red or dim light to move around in the ceremony without blinding yourself or others. Sacred or meaningful objects as an anchor to what matters to you. A blanket to keep warm. Palo Santo or sage can be really nice after ceremony. You might want to bring your journal or maybe instruments or art stuff as part of the integration process if you are creatively inclined. Ayahuasca can really open up the creative channel, so it can be great to have tools to channel your muse. Now let's talk about the ceremony itself. Most ceremonies begin with some sort of opening invocation. This can include special songs, prayers, calling of spirits, directions, or ancestors, any number of things. Then you drink the medicine. First of all, the medicine does not taste very good, so there can be some initial nausea after you drink. And it typically takes anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes for the medicine to be felt. In most ceremonies, you will sit in silence for the first 20 to 30 minutes. At first, you may start to yawn, sweat, laugh, or shake. And it's a long journey. And like a good story, you will likely go through several phases. There can be purging, but this is seen as an important part of the ceremony. Things like vomiting, crying, diarrhea, physical discomfort, things that are energetic toxins are cleansed out of your mind, body, and spirit. And this is a completely normal part of the process. It can actually feel liberating in ceremony as you release stuck energy and patterns. The possible experiences are endless and highly personal to you and your unique healing journey with ayahuasca. After the ceremony, be sure to spend a lot of time integrating. Spend quiet time in nature. Meditate and practice yoga. Journal and reflect on your experience. Give yourself several days to process everything. Do not just rush back into daily life. The noise and push and pull of the external world can overpower the sensitive post-ceremony mind space, and you'll lose an important opportunity to make potent changes in your life. Find ways to ground the insights of the ceremony into tangible shifts and actions you can take to work towards the visions you may have received. So that is a brief glimpse of what to expect and how to prepare for an ayahuasca ceremony. Now, if you feel called to this medicine, we highly recommend you work with an experienced practitioner. Working with the wrong person can cause a lot of harm. And so on Third Wave, you can find a curated directory of vetted and trusted retreat centers and practitioners. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to stay up to date on the third wave of psychedelics, subscribe to this channel and visit thethirdwave.co, where you'll find plenty of free resources on the intentional and responsible use of psychedelic medicines.